Well, here they're asking us to conjugate tess in its entirety. So first let me write it first, and then I'll say it and check each audio. So that's the indefinite present. Let's do the definite present. Okay, and let's do the indefinite past. And the definite past. And the imperative, definite, indefinite imperative. So with the with the second person imperative, there's two forms, a short form and a long form. So tage, I think, is a short. I'm going to put a asterisk, meaning that it's not commonly used as a short form for whatever reason. Usually we say tegyél. And then the definite imperative. So here again, with the definite, with the second person, there's two forms. And in this case, the shorter form is more common, but there is a longer form, tegyed. I'm going to put an asterisk there because it's not as common. And then we have conditional indefinite. And then lastly, definite conditional. Okay, so let's show answer, see how many I misspelled. Okay, so I got them all right. So that I put colons. All right, let's say them. So present definite, present indefinite, jelen határozatlan. So teszek, teszel, teszünk, tesztek, tesznek.
Teszek, teszel, tesz, teszünk, tesztek, tesznek.
Okay, and then jelen határozott, so present definite. Teszem, tesed, teszi, tesszük, teszitek, teszik.
Teszem, teszed, teszi, tesszük, teszitek, teszik.
And then we have past tense, so past indefinite, múlt, határozatlan. So tettem, tettél, tett, tettünk, tettetek, tettek.
Tettem, tettél, tett, tettünk, tettetek, tettek.
And then múlt határozott, which is past tense definite. Tettem, tetted, tette, tettük, tettétek, tették.
Tettem, tetted, tette, tettük, tettétek, tették.
And then felszólító, határozatlan, that means imperative indefinite or subjunctive indefinite. So tegyek, tegyél, tegyen, tegyünk, tegyetek, tegyenek.
tegyek, tegyél, tegyen, tegyünk, tegyetek, tegyenek.
And then felszólító határozott, so definite imperative or definite subjunctive. So tegyem, ted, tegyen, oh my God. Tegyem, tegyen, tegyük, tegyétek, tegyék.
Tegyem, tedd, tegye, tegyük, tegyétek, tegyék.
And then feltételes, határozatlan, conditional, indefinite, tennék, tennél, tenne, tennénk, tennétek, tennének.
Tennék, tennél, tenne, tennénk, tennétek, tennének.
And then conditional definite, feltételes, határozott, tenném, tennéd, tenné, tennénk, tennétek, tennék.
Tenném, tennéd, tenné, tennénk, tennétek, tennék.
And one thing I do want to mention is this isn't a complete list. There's missing from this the conjugation for when I'm the subject and you're the object. So for each of these, there's a conjugation. The lak, that's what, ein, téged. So from me to you. So let's go look in the conjugation chart for that. So here, so teslek, so that lak. So if I'm putting you in a certain space, then I would say teslek. And then past tense, tettelek. I put you in a certain space. And then conditional, I would have put you, so tenélek. And then subjunctive, should I put you, tegyelek. And there's also this conjugation here called the infinitive conjugation. So, for example, with future tense, you just use the bare infinitive. So, I will put fogok tenni. But you can also have certain verbs, helping verbs that take the infinitive conjugation where you conjugate it for each person. For example, if you have the word kel, like I must do it. So tenem kel, tened kel. So I must put, you must put tenia kel. He must put tennünk kel. We must put tettek. So you have the must and the put. So the when you have that helping verb, you actually conjugate the infinitive. So you don't conjugate the infinitive when it's fog. So certain helping verbs don't conjugate the infinitive, but others like sabad, which means free to do something, kel, you must do something, or musai. Musai usually also uses subjunctive. Musai is an interesting one since we're talking about it, about helping verbs. Musai. So it's often used with an infinitive. So musai menem. See how it has a conjugated verb. So menem, med, to go. And so you would say musai tenem. I must put. Okay. So those are, I was just trying to show you that yes, we did a conjugation table, but we left out a couple things. This when you're doing something to you, when I'm doing something to you, there's a certain way to conjugate it. If I have a helping verb, I have to conjugate the infinitive. And then, of course, there's if you have a potential with the het in the middle. Or and then there's also like a causative, tettet, a whole nother conjugation, and let's just look that up. Tettet, that's the causative of to put. So causative of tesz, so that has its conjugation as well. So it just has an extra tet in the middle of it. So the conjugation can be a lot longer. It's just that we would probably go to sleep by the time that lesson would be over.